Ever wondered how layovers work during your air travel? Why are they necessary, and how can they enhance your travel experience? Layovers, my fellow Globetrotters, are like intermissions in a gripping theatrical performance, a pause in the rhythm of your journey, a moment to catch your breath, or perhaps an opportunity to embark on a mini adventure. At its core, a layover is a common part of air travel where passengers change planes midway through their journey. Picture it as a relay race, with you as the baton being passed from one plane to another. This intermission is often due to the distance of travel, the route, or the airline's hub system. But it's not just about plane swapping. It can be so much more. Imagine having a few hours to kill and a brand new city at your disposal. That's the magic of layovers. They can offer you a chance to briefly explore a new city, taste local cuisine, or simply stretch your legs in a new environment. It's like getting a sneak peek of a destination you might not have considered visiting. And who knows, you might just find your next holiday spot during one of these layovers. However, it's essential to note that not all layovers are long enough for such escapades. Sometimes they're just brief pauses, barely giving you enough time to rush from one gate to another. The length of the layover can vary greatly, but each one is a unique part of your travel narrative. So in essence, a layover can be much more than just a pause in your journey. It can be an adventure in its own right. Whether it's an hour or a day, each layover holds the potential to add an extra dash of excitement to your air travel. Now, how long are these layovers usually? Are they just a quick plane change, or can they be longer? You might wonder. While the duration of layovers can greatly vary, some layovers are short, just enough time for you to get off one plane and hop onto another. These typically last for about half an hour to an hour, just enough time for you to briskly walk, or in some cases sprint, from one gate to another. However, not all layovers are a race against time. Some can be quite lengthy, giving you a few hours or even a whole day to spend in a new city. These longer layovers can be an exciting opportunity to explore a new place, taste local cuisine, or even make a quick visit to a famous landmark. It's almost like getting two holidays for the price of one. Now, when it comes to the specifics, there are certain time thresholds that distinguish a layover from a stopover. For domestic flights, a layover typically lasts less than 4 hours. Anything beyond that is considered a stopover. For international flights, the threshold is a tad bit longer. A layover can last up to 24 hours, and anything beyond that falls into the stopover category. But here's the thing. While some travelers prefer the convenience of direct flights, layovers can offer a more budget-friendly option. Airlines often price flights with layovers lower than direct flights. Plus, layovers can offer you a chance to discover new destinations that you might not have considered visiting otherwise. So next time you're booking a flight, don't immediately dismiss the ones with layovers. Who knows, you might end up having an unexpected adventure during your layover. So, while some travelers prefer direct flights, layovers can offer budget-friendly options and a chance to discover new destinations. But what about your luggage and visa during a layover? Do you have to worry about these? Well, it's a bit like a chess game. Every player, or in this case, every country and airline, has its own set of rules. Consequently, the way your baggage is handled and the visa requirements you need to meet can vary greatly. And just like in chess, it's crucial to do your homework and strategize accordingly. Let's start with your luggage. Depending on the country and the airline, your bags may be checked through to your final destination, or you may need to collect them during your layover. Now, won't it be a bother to find out at the last minute that you have to lug around your heavy suitcase during your layover? So, it's best to ask your airline about their baggage policy for layovers when you book your ticket. Moving on to visas. If you're just staying in the transit area of the airport, you may not need a visa at all. However, if you're planning on stepping out to explore the city during your layover, or if your layover is in a country that requires a transit visa, you will need to apply for one. Transit visas, as the name suggests, are for travelers who are passing through the country for a short period. Some countries, like the United States and Canada, require transit visas for certain nationalities, even if they're not leaving the airport. To avoid any unpleasant surprises, it's a good idea to check the visa requirements of your layover country before you travel. You can do this by visiting the country's embassy website or by using visa information portals. Remember, it's your responsibility to ensure you have the correct visas for your journey. So, whether it's a quick stop or a longer layover, it's always better to be prepared. Know your baggage rules, understand your visa requirements, and plan accordingly, because the last thing you want is to be caught off guard in a foreign country. Thus, it's essential to be prepared and informed about baggage and visa rules when planning a trip involving layovers. You might be wondering, what happens to me during a layover? Will I have to go through security again? Well, let's dive into the details. When it comes to layovers, security procedures, including immigration checks, are a standard part of the process. Yes, that's right. You may have to face the security scanners once again. Now you might ask, why so? Well, the answer is quite simple. This is done to ensure that all safety protocols are maintained for each leg of your journey. It's just like when you first boarded at your original departure point. The aim is to maintain a safe and secure environment for everyone on board, including you. The specifics of the security procedure can vary based on the airport and the country you're in. In some cases, passengers may have to exit the secured area and re-enter through security. This means you'll have to present your boarding pass and identification, have your carry-on luggage scanned, and possibly go through a personal screening. This might sound like a bit of a hassle, especially if you're tired or in a hurry. But remember, these procedures are in place for a reason. They're designed to prevent prohibited items from being carried onto the aircraft and to ensure that all passengers comply with the aviation security regulations of the country you're in. So, while you're sipping your latte or browsing the duty-free shops during your layover, remember that the security procedures are there for your benefit. They might seem like an inconvenience, but these measures play a crucial role in ensuring that your journey remains a safe one. And remember, if you're uncertain about the security procedures at any point during your layover, don't hesitate to ask airport staff for assistance. They're there to help make your journey as smooth as possible. While it might seem like a hassle, these security procedures are in place to ensure the safety and security of all passengers. Now that we've covered the basics, let's delve into the benefits of layovers. Are they just a necessary inconvenience, or can they actually enhance your travel experience? Well, let's start with the obvious. Layovers can often be a more budget-friendly option. You might find that flights with layovers are significantly cheaper than their direct counterparts. That's because airlines often use layovers to fill seats on less popular routes. So, if you're willing to take a little extra time to get to your destination, you could save a pretty penny. But the benefits of layovers go beyond just cost savings. Layovers can also offer you the chance to explore a new city. If your layover is long enough, why not take advantage of the opportunity to step out of the airport and discover a brand new place? You might not have planned on visiting that city, but who knows what unexpected treasures you could stumble upon. Moreover, layovers can provide a much-needed break in long-haul flights. We've all experienced the discomfort and fatigue that can come with being cooped up in a plane for hours on end. A layover can give you the chance to stretch your legs, have a proper meal, and maybe even catch some shut-eye in a more comfortable environment. This can go a long way in reducing the stress of travel and ensuring you arrive at your destination feeling refreshed and ready to go. Finally, layovers can be a great way to rack up those frequent flyer miles. Many airlines offer bonus miles for flights with layovers, so while you're saving money and exploring new places, you're also getting closer to that free flight or upgrade. So the next time you see a flight with a layover, don't just see it as an inconvenience. Think about the possibilities it presents, from cost savings to new adventures. So, what have we learned today about layovers? In essence, layovers are an integral part of many air journeys, often providing a budget-friendly option for travelers. They occur when passengers change planes partway through their trip, with their duration varying based on whether the flight is domestic or international. But they're not just about waiting. With enough time, they can become an exciting opportunity to explore a new city or culture. However, it's crucial to be aware of the specific baggage handling rules and visa requirements, which can differ per country and airline. We've also touched on the security procedures, such as immigration checks, that are standard during layovers. These measures ensure that your transit is as safe as it is fun. And finally, we've talked about the benefits of layovers. They can turn your journey into an adventure, allowing you to discover new destinations while saving on travel costs. Remember, every layover is a chance to make your journey more than just a means to an end. It's an opportunity to explore, discover, and make the most of your travel experience.